Hey Saggies, ninth house too. I always check that. It's like I know it's ninth house, but I still want to check it. I wrote a little note down back there because I want you guys to check your transit for this Scorpio eclipse because I have 3 planets in the 12th house. So it's affecting me a lot, even though I'm not a Pisces. So go to whatever website you like and check your transit. I go to AstroSeek and then horoscopes and transits and put it in there, and that's how I see what my houses are in. You can check your macros, your astro macros, your sun, moon, rising, and also Venus. Venus will be conjunct during this eclipse. So obviously it's going to affect relationships. It's definitely going to affect Taurus and Libra. So if you aren't a Sag but have a lot of ninth house energy, welcome. I'm going to do a basic reading with clarifiers. A lot of times it ends up being a love reading. The other person, whoever you were focusing on or who was focusing on you, and the outcome. All right. What does dear Sagittarius need to know? The other person, you. Definitely some sadness. It's eclipse, you know. The other person, I think, is a bit maybe delusional. You know, the reverse air dragon, the air dragon upright is definitely intense information that just hits like a kind of like, say, your sixth sense or psychic abilities that just pops in, or just information that comes at you out of nowhere, really strong information. Reverse, though, is kind of like more becoming perhaps like a slave to a certain type of dogma or idea that's false. You know, it could be someone who is in a religion that you don't believe in, or is so obsessed with that religion or that belief that they can't see the hypocrisy in it, or maybe they're representing the more bad aspects of that religion. It could be just them determined to believe something about you or the relationship that just simply isn't true. With you being the hair, you'll be able to handle this change okay. You know, the hair knows how to slip in and out of the worlds, this world and the next, and they know how to go and detect it. They're very quiet and sneaky. I have a couple of rabbits, and they're definitely very, very sneaky. Very smart, but sneaky. And very cautious. You know, they're prey animals. They have to be careful. You know, you should be careful. The outcome is the seal. And this usually means, I kept wondering who was going to get the seal. I knew someone was going to. It's definitely heartbreak. It doesn't necessarily even have to do with the separation. It's just the longing of the heart. It's like where your heart has so much to say and so much to give and so much it needs that it just, if you look in the Druid Animal Oracle cards of the meaning of the seal, it talks about that call. The seal call is almost frightening to people. The sound of your heart or theirs or both could quite literally be frightening. You know, what your heart is telling you could be frightening. Now, I have known quite a few people that have Sag energy and or have Sag, you know, in their chart, and they never like being vulnerable with me. You know, it's almost like they would end the relationship before they would be vulnerable with me. I don't know why. That's the Sag thing. It's like they protect that heart. You know, they don't want to be seen, but so much. And I'm not saying all Sagittarius are that way. That's just been my experiences. So if you're a cross watcher, you know, let me know if you feel that way about a Sag in your life. I'd like to know. Do they have a fear of intimacy? Is what I'm asking. Okay, let's see. Now, why is the other person reverse air dragon? Is this person wanting kids? feel like this person was kind of maybe wanting kids and saw you as stable, like a stable option for them. But I think they fear you having like a, sorry, got it. Had an alarm to put my chickens to bed. I already did though. Okay, so it looks like they're afraid that you have been seeing someone else. And by looking at your cards, you may have. Um, but in your mind, it's in the past, you know? Um, maybe you've been working really, really hard to rebuild that foundation. But I think you may have had a drinking problem too, which has made it kind of a rocky relationship. Could that drinking have to do with the fact that you don't feel comfortable being vulnerable, maybe? You know? Or is this how they see you? Because if the air dragon is reversed, maybe this is more of their fears. Maybe, you know, maybe this is what they're telling you, you know, like, I want children with you, but you drink too much. I'm afraid you're cheating on me and all this stuff. And maybe they don't see you as able to, you know, be that person right now. But it looks like that's actually what you're trying to do. Okay. So see this, getting this, you know, a lot of people say it means nostalgia in the past, and it very well could be. You know, they could be really focusing on something in the past, but not bad stuff, good stuff. And I think they really see you as someone stable. But this, okay, getting the Sun reversed and then getting the Three of Cups reversed, I feel like they wanted kids and they don't have any with you, you know, or they wanted more. And I feel like they kind of think you might be with someone else. They might have even considered being with someone else just to get pregnant, you know, if the other person's a woman. Or they may have, if it was a man, they may have even gone off with a woman hoping to get a girl pregnant just because they just need that sense of being a parent, you know. But with you, it's strange because on the outside, I definitely see all bad, but in the center, I see you trying. So let me show you. I'm getting this. And you see with the Star card reversed and then Temperance reversed, that's drinking, okay? That is some heavy drinking right now. I don't know if you're heavily drinking now or if this is what you've been dealing with. And the Devil reversed, that can be pretty bad, but at the same time, with it reversed, it might be in the past. And seeing this in the center, okay, I think you're trying to build a solid foundation. I think you're kind of wondering when is going to pay off too. And the problem is, like, if you kind of have that energy of when it's going to pay off, you know, the other person probably is really, really suspecting that you're up to no good. But, because if you're impatient with the payoff, they probably feel like your sobriety and stuff isn't going to last, you know? So why is the outcome the heartache? And it could be them that's stable and has the money, you know, and tired of watching you go off drinking and partying with friends. May not be a third party. It might have been you just going out with your buddies and drinking a lot, and maybe they felt left behind when they just wanted a family and kids, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, I think they told you how they felt. I think they're standing in what they believe is the truth. And I think that's going to call you to just be generous and accept what's going on right now. You know, this is just destined to happen at this time. I think they probably told you exactly how they felt. And they're willing to take losses. They're willing to walk away from the situation. They're willing to hurt you and hurt themselves. And I think that, you know, this was going to happen. I think you felt it, and I think they felt it. I think you might have done something in the past. And I think sometimes, even if you have done everything you can to correct it, um, it weighs on someone. And they're going to consistently be suspicious. It just, suspicious, suspicious. It's going to keep on coming back in their mind. And that may be the delusion they're believing, that you'll do it again, you'll do it again, you'll do it again. Say you haven't drunk alcohol in a year, but this other person hasn't gotten pregnant yet, or you haven't gotten pregnant yet. And so they're just like waiting for the shoe to drop. And so you've been really generous in this situation. Like you've been working your butt off trying to show that you're trying to, what would you call it? Make up for that, and like I was saying, how some Sagittarius don't like being vulnerable. Drinking is it's a way to cover up pain. It's a way to cover up vulnerability. Now, sometimes it is just a party and have fun, but a lot of times it's to cover up stuff that you just don't want to face. And maybe you faced it and everything, but maybe they're having a problem facing their own issues right now. Yeah, I think they're pretty unstable, to be honest. Maybe you were the stable one and they're unstable, and it's just, God, these are just coming out, aren't they? Hold on. I think something in them is unstable. And they're definitely still focusing on family and wanting foundations and roots, and I just don't think they see it in you. They want it. They want some kind of relationship that's stable. I think they're telling you that, they might even be telling you that if they don't think they can get it, they're going to get it somewhere else. I don't even think you're doing anything, I don't think you're seeing anyone else, because I got the Lovers reversed with you. I think you really do wish they would just move the F on with their cycles of thinking and accept the present moment. Because I got the Star card, and I know that's probably a wish. It could be you drinking again. It's not reversed this time, so you got it twice. So maybe you're thinking about it. Maybe you're so fed up with fighting and arguing that you're like, I am really ready to have a nice drink right now. Yeah. Yeah, kids again. Okay. Wow. Are y'all fighting over kids maybe? Like, do y'all have kids already and maybe you're like fighting over them? Like they're like, well, this isn't good for the kids and that's not good for them and that's not good for them and you're this and you're that. And, you're kind of like not wanting to end the relationship because of the kids. Like, what if that's why you quit drinking was for the kids? And, you're like this close to just saying, fuck it. But you don't want to because you don't want to fail them. Maybe you're so done with your delusional partner, but you don't want to fail your kids. King of Wands reversed. I think they need to calm down before they see the bad side of you. I think you're really trying to just navigate this without fighting. But if they don't quit pushing you, just under the surface, you're about to blow. It's taking all the strength you've got to deal with this person with any sense of integrity. Yeah. I think they're working with someone else behind your back. Okay, look. This was up with their cards. Do you see that message right there? Okay. And then got this, the Three of Coins reversed. I think they might be, if y'all are married, I think they might be planning a divorce. And I think they might be already consulting a lawyer behind your back. Um, you know, it's going to take a lot of strength to deal with this person. If they've already got stuck in their head, even if you aren't doing anything wrong, they're determined to just think that, you know, you're the problem. Okay. And I really do think it has to do with either they want kids or more kids, or I don't know. I just keep thinking that it's almost like they're dissatisfied and it has something to do with children. You know, I don't know. Either they don't think you're a fit parent or they're wanting to have kids with someone else, you know? That's crazy. Yeah. I just keep seeing the same message reiterated no matter what I pick up. I'm feeling like this person is, okay. I got this up there with them too. The Two of Cups, and then I just pulled it up with the other ones reversed. They want something. Definitely want a partnership, but not with you. You know, they may already be with someone else. God, I think the last reading I did, this Leos, they had, check and see if you have any Leo in your chart too, or any fifth house stuff in your transit, because that person is dealing with like someone who's wanting to take all the money, and they're seeing someone younger, and that's what it looked like anyway. You know, like a really bad divorce. So, you know, yours doesn't look as extreme as theirs when it comes to the financial situation or anything, but I definitely think that either they want kids or they want kids with someone else, or there's definitely going to be fighting over the children. You know, they're probably, if y'all are going to go through a divorce, they're going to use your alcoholism, even if you're done drinking. They're going to use that as you know, with a lawyer to try to sabotage you and make you the bad guy or bad gal. So just keep that in mind and be careful. Document. If you know you're not drinking anymore, if you are, you need to watch yourself, okay? And first off, drinking is not illegal. So if you're afraid this person is going to accuse you of this stuff, and you know you're on the up and up, you know you are not doing anything wrong, document it. You know, write down every night you're not drinking. Say, you know, if you've never been alcoholic, say, yeah, I used to drink every night because I did have some emotional issues, and I faced that. And say, you know, I drink once or twice a week now. You know, write down the days you do and don't and how much you have. Be accountable. Or just don't touch it at all. Keep receipts, you know, keep track of all the money you spend so you can prove that you're not drinking, so they can't take your kids from you. Because this person may be planning on using your drinking past as an excuse to take the children from you if you already have kids together, okay? And this, you know, eclipse is kind of bringing it to a head, but this is going to affect you for a while. So I love you guys. I bless you. Until next time.